What's up guys, it's Gray here, the Gray Ninja, giving you a direct rundown for tomorrow's Nintendo February Direct, their first 2019 Direct, and their first Direct in 6 months, and I'm very excited. Now, we're going to go through some leaks, some hopes. I'm going to go through what we already know. So what we know is that this is a 35-minute Direct with a focus on Fire Emblem Three Houses, which I am very excited for, and it's the first Direct to not feature the 3DS, which is fantastic because we're also focused on our Switches, and I am excited to see only Switch headlines. Alright, so this Direct was actually leaked by King Zell, and from what we know, he has a perfect track record, and he leaked a Mario Maker sequel, which would be really cool. We could see some new styles, maybe some, we could see slopes for the first time. I think they could implement some sort of two-player mode. That would be cool. Metroid Prime Trilogy, I don't know if they'd want to wait for Metroid Prime 4 for that, or if they'd want to give this to us to ease the blow. Up to Nintendo, I'm fine with either, but if we don't see it tomorrow, I'd assume they're doing the latter. Box Boy, I don't know anything about Box Boy, besides what it looks like. It looks cute and fun. So, yeah, Box Boy, port of Wii U Pikmin 3. I'd assume they'd announce that in tandem with Pikmin 4. I feel like you can't just mention Pikmin 3 without mentioning Pikmin 4. We'll see how that goes. 2D Zelda, I don't know if that was King Zell, but I know Emily Rogers said that. I'm excited for a 2D Zelda. I think Nintendo says they want to release a new Zelda game every year, and I think Zelda's a franchise that deserves that, first of all. I would like to see a game more in line with Minish Cap as opposed to A Link Between Worlds. Unpopular opinion, probably. But yeah, I also just want to see a new wacky 2D Zelda. Let's go with that. He said Pokemon is coming this year, but we're not seeing it tomorrow. I think instead we could possibly see something on Town. I don't think it would be impossible to see something based on Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee too, like maybe DLC for that. That game sold well, and Nintendo wants to do more DLC, which we'll come back to later. Anyway, there have been some listings that hint at other games coming out. One of them includes Assassin's Creed 3, the remaster that was just recently announced. They could talk about that there tomorrow. It's the Spyro Reignited trilogy finally coming to Switch. Like, wow, I've been waiting so long for that. That game was in some sort of development issue with trying to get all the games on one disc, I believe, so that's probably why it took longer for them, and maybe they wanted it to come out sooner on Switch, because I know it was announced earlier, like around when the game was announced. There was another leaked listing for it, but now another one has shown up, so yeah, that's probably happening soon, and I would love that to join my Crash Insane trilogy on the Switch. And then we have had release dates given for Daemon X Machina, Animal Crossing, and Luigi's Mansion 3. I assume we're going to get info on all three of those games tomorrow. I'd be very surprised if we didn't, especially because of these listings. We know the most about Daemon X Machina, but I feel like that's the game people are least interested as opposed to the other two, which are favorites among Nintendo fans. Animal Crossing has a huge following, and I've never played an Animal Crossing game, and I'm very excited to play my first Animal Crossing game, so I would love for Nintendo to entice me. I've recently played Stardew Valley last year, and I really like that, so apparently that's similar. So yes, I am excited for Animal Crossing. Never played a Luigi's Mansion game, but the first trailer, as well as Simon's trailer, really made me want to play a Luigi's Mansion game, so we'll see how that goes. Yoshi's Crafted World. That's probably getting another trailer, even though they already dedicated some time to that last month to give us the release date. But yeah, we're probably getting some time for that. Game looks gorgeous. I'm ready for that. So anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes of tomorrow, which is Fire Emblem. I'm not entirely sure what they will show exactly, but they will probably try to emphasize the characters, the story, give us some new gameplay features. I wouldn't be surprised if they announced something that has to do with multiplayer, because Switch is a multiplayer console. And this seems like a game where multiplayer would work. If you have not played Wargroove, I feel like that's a game that really shows how multiplayer could work with a game like Fire Emblem. I'm sure Advanced Wars probably did it first, but I have only played Wargroove, so that's all I can say. But yeah, people could team up against the computer. I think that would be really cool. Number one thing I want to see brought back is some sort of like dungeon, like Tower of, I think it was Volney from Sacred Stones. I would love to see something like that back. Yeah, other than that, just that and multiplayer, that's all I want specifically in the game. They could do whatever they want. I would love for... I'm okay with marriage being allowed in the game, but I don't want kids, like, just like real life. I don't know. But I think that would be really cool. Like, to not have a focus on, like, breeding units and just have a focus on, like, a supportive cast. I'll have more to say about Fire Emblem once they show details and whatnot, and then I'll give you my, like, actual thoughts for what I want for that game. But yeah, that's gonna be their focus tomorrow, so I thought I'd spend a bit more time on this. Apparently, it was data mines that SNES games are, in fact, part of the NES Online that the Switch has right now, and the list looks pretty solid so far. We have a Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Super Metroid. So yeah, it's a solid list. More, I guarantee there are more. I really want to see some RPGs like Chrono Trigger added to that, and Final Fantasy, both like 4, 6, definitely 5, Mario RPG. I think if they are going to give us that update, or at least talk about that update, I also think they're going to give us a Switch UI update. I think it's going to be small, but I think they're finally going to give us Smash character icons to change up our profiles, or at least that's what I want the most. I have Zelda as my icon right now. I want it to be Greninja, because I'm the Grey Ninja. Woo! I also think it's about time for Netflix. I think we'll get that tomorrow. Wii U port. The Xenoblade X port has been in talks for forever now. Like, Monolith Soft has said that they wanted to do that before. I feel like now would be a good time to announce that before people stop caring and just want a new Xenoblade. I mean, I think that would be a cool port. I never finished that game, but I loved it to death. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, that would be the game I'd want the most, and in a Fire Emblem charged direct that's going to have something related to Persona. I feel like this would be a cool time to announce that, if that were in the works. And the Wonderful 101, I feel like that's the other thing everyone's clamoring for, and I feel like Platinum Games has confirmed that they're interested in doing that. We're going to get a Wii U port at some point. I'm pretty sure Emily Rogers confirmed that, so yeah, I feel like one of these three, or all of these three, would be really cool. Bayonetta 3, I have that on the list next, and I don't think we're getting Bayonetta 3 tomorrow for sure. I don't think it's impossible. I'm about like 70-30 no yes, so that could be a really surprise heavy hitter tomorrow. I have some wild port predictions, not completely wild. I think Dark Souls 2 and 3 aren't as far as we think. I don't know how Dark Souls Remastered sold on the Switch specifically, but I know fans definitely want 2 and 3, and I do think Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3 are something that they're going to push like throughout the year. I don't know if we'll get both of them this year, but I think if 2 is announced, then 3 is inevitable. I think this is GTA 5's year. I think it's coming to the Switch. The Switch has done too damn well to not have that on the system, and Rockstar is clearly on board considering they ported L.A. Noire. So yeah, I think that's possible. I feel like I've seen something about The Witcher 3 and the Switch. I don't know if that's impossible, but if it's not, also don't necessarily think it will be announced tomorrow, but hey, you gotta make the guesses, guys. You gotta make the mix-ups, the guesses. Anyway, Overwatch. I don't know how Diablo 3 did on the Switch, but I feel like Blizzard did a fairly good job at collaborating with Nintendo and making like exclusive videos in terms of like the announcement, and we got Ganondorf in that game too. So I think Blizzard's on board with the Switch, and I think if they can get Overwatch on the Switch, they can, and since there have already been talks about that, I think the time is definitely coming, and I think tomorrow will be a really hype time to announce it, especially if Tracer got into Smash by any reason. No one talks about that, but I think that would be really cool. Also, another wild port pick. Portal and Portal 2. I can see that happening, and us getting a bundle with like an orange and blue Joy-Con, I can see that happening, and I just think it's the time for ports that are just obvious enough or like big enough because of the Switch momentum that's happening right now, and 2019 is clearly already a stacked year based on everything I've talked about so far. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. Final Fantasy. We've got 10 and 12 lined up for April. People think that 7 and 9 are going to be announced after the Direct. Nintendo loves doing stuff like that. I think that would be really cool considering the other two are coming out in April, and I feel like these are the easier games to get on the Switch, so yeah, I can see that happening. They'll probably talk about when Crystal Chronicles is coming out for that too, and it was just Final Fantasy VIII's 20th birthday, so maybe they'll finally say, oh yeah, we're doing this game too, we forgot. But yeah, let's go with that. Shovel Knight, King of Cards. I think we'll see that there too, because I'm pretty sure Shovel Knight on the Switch has done really, really well. Yeah, I would love to see that. I didn't finish Spectre of Torment, but I finished the original and Plague of Shadows, and would love to see more Shovel Knight. DLC for existing games. Mario Party DLC is what I want the most, because I just played Mario Party for the first time today, actually, Super Mario Party, and it's really good. It's definitely I think the mini games are fantastic for what I played so far, but I feel like the boards leave a lot to be desired, so hopefully Nintendo took some feedback and created some bigger, better boards. Some Mario Tennis Aces DLC, I don't think that's impossible. I know we just got Pauline. I feel like they could add more wacky characters if they felt like it. I don't know who. Apparently Link was in the code, so I think Link could be someone that's added. Mario Kart DLC, people think they're not done with that, and I feel like they could still squeeze some life out of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I also think that they're probably working on Mario Kart 9 right now, so we'll see where that goes. Odyssey DLC, because Nintendo has talked about wanting to add more DLC to existing games, everyone just jumps to Odyssey because that's the most obvious game, and I think getting Sunshine DLC as well as Galaxy DLC would be really, really cool, to have. I think we could even get like a way to do the galaxy spin, like in the galaxy world. If that were a thing, that would be so cool. I didn't play Mario Sunshine though, so I can't really say much about that other than Flood. I would love that to come to the Switch though, but I don't know if that's happening tomorrow. Star Fox Grand Prix, Retro's possible project. I don't know if that's a tomorrow thing. That sounds like an E3 thing, but you never know. I mean, we all want to know what Retro's doing that's not Metroid Prime 4 right now, so yeah, that would be a cool time to announce that. Mother 3. Now, it's been making news headlines that Nintendo was originally on board with Mother 3, but then they decided nope due to controversial aspects in the game, and I feel like they can't be more like, I have not played the game. I hear it's a delight. I don't think it's tomorrow. I think that's E3. I do think it's going to happen though. One more thing, then I have my big thing that I want to talk about. It would be really cool if they snuck in a Shin Megami Tensei 5 announcement into this, because that game, the one little brief teaser, looked spectacular. I've never played a Shin Megami Tensei game, but I really want to try, especially because I love Persona 5, and yes, I think it would be really cool to see this game. I can't really speculate as to what they would show, but I think it would be a beautiful game. Anyway, let's move to the elephant in the room, which is Smash DLC. Seeing Joker gameplay is inevitable. He's got to be shown in at least some capacity. I don't know which capacity that'll be. I don't know if that'll be like, hey, play as Joker after the Direct, which would really suck for me because I have work until 6:30. I won't get home till 7, so I have to avoid spoilers while I'm going home, and God, it's gonna be terrible. I'm not even gonna know that Joker is playable, but it's gonna be a not fun time for me while I'm at work and I know that a Direct is happening. But anyway, I think we're gonna see his stage, which is hopefully the Casino Palace from the beginning of the game, or the end of the game. Whoa! I'm just so excited to play as him because he was a very wild card pick that I wanted in this game, considering Persona 5 is in my top 3 favorite games of all time. Yeah, I love it to death, so I'm very happy that Joker's in the game. I'm very excited for Persona 5 music in the game. I'm so excited for this character. So yeah, I do think what's likely going to happen is that we're going to get a trailer for him, and then we're going to get the next character reveal. Alright, so next character reveal. Most people are picking Erdrick from Dragon Quest because he's the face of Dragon Quest. It's the name that Virgibin has gotten. Erdrick is the name that really has been floating around the most. But I personally believe that it's a ploy. By personally believe, I mean I'm biased. I have a bunch of possible theories, but the most exciting one, I think, is that they start off the Direct revealing Joker, gameplay for Joker, and we think, okay, they're done with Smash stuff. Middle of the Direct, we get Fire Emblem 3 Houses. That takes about 5-10 minutes. And then, just when we think, okay, they're done with Smash, they can't show that anymore, Square pulls September Direct and starts announcing Kingdom Hearts on us. They give us a Kingdom Hearts. They give us Kingdom Hearts 1.5, Kingdom Hearts 2.5, and they show us Sora on the Switch. It's beautiful because we finally get to play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix on the Switch, whatever it's called. I would kill for that. So, we get that. And we think, okay, that's their big announcement, Direct's over. And then, all of a sudden, they're just showing gameplay, and we think, oh, cool, it's Kingdom Hearts 3. Wait, I don't remember. Wait, Sora, what are you doing on Battlefield? Sora, is that Sora Mario? Oh my God, screams! I don't want to kill your ears right now, or else I would scream. But simple and clean to play. It will be such a great time, guys. And we'd see a Kingdom Hearts stage at Smash. Oh my God, I want that more than I want anything currently having to do with Nintendo that doesn't relate to Pokemon. Sora's my number 1 right now, so I really want to see Sora in. I don't care for Erdrick at all. I think he would be a cool fighter, but I just do not care for him. I'm not attached to him, and we're all biased in these things, guys. That's what we all have to understand. So yes, we'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. Those are my direct predictions and thoughts. Hopefully you enjoyed, and please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you want to see from me. If you found me entertaining, I could always be more entertaining. This is just the start of it, guys. We're playing the long game here, and it's all gonna go down perfectly. Have a wonderful day. This is the Gray Ninja here, signing out.